Once we finalize a project schedule, we get started on the project as soon as possible. The main objective of this process is to compare planned versus actuals while we produce deliverables. So the control schedule is the process of monitoring the status of the project, to update the project schedule and managing changes to the schedule baseline. The key here is making sure the schedule stays on track and is completed within a specified time. The control schedule process is part of monitoring and controlling process group, which is used for monitoring the status of the project activities, to update project progress and manage changes to the schedule baseline to stay on original plan. So let's discuss the inputs, tools and techniques and outputs. In inputs, you need everything. So far you have done, you need everything like schedule management plan, which is the predecessor process and document of this process. You need schedule baseline, scope baseline and performance baseline, along with the project schedule, project calendar, resource calendar, schedule data, work performance data, along with the organizational process assets. So let's discuss the key inputs in detail. Let's start with the project management plan, which has a schedule management plan and schedule, scope and performance measurements. You need project documents and resource calendar. Project document inputs include project and resource calendar. These may be used to identify working days and shift available for scheduled activities and when members will join or leave the project. Next is project schedule, which tells you how often you will update the schedule plus how it will be controlled. Next is schedule data, which is a collection of information for describing and controlling the schedule. Examples might include milestones, activities and constraint. These are the tools and technique. The first tool and technique is called earned value analysis. Schedule performance measurement such as schedule variance and schedule performance index are used to assess the magnitude of variation to the original schedule baseline. I will upload my videos in detail on earned value management, where I will explain what is planned value, what is earned value and what is actual cost, and based on these three parameters how we calculate cost, how we calculate schedule and how can we forecast our project as well. Next is called iteration burn down chart. There is a trend analysis that looks to see if the performance has changed over time. We have performance reviews and various analysis, which is performed time to time to check planned versus actuals, start and finish dates and percentage complete. This also depends on earned value management. Next is trend analysis. There's a trend analysis that looks to see if the performance has changed over time. Variance analysis looks at variance in planned versus actual start and finish, planned versus actual duration, and variance in float. Though this also depends on earned value management. So what if analysis? This scenarios that look at the identified risk to see how they might affect the schedule. Once again, don't worry, I will upload my video on earned value management where I will explain in detail each and everything related to earned value management. Other tools and techniques are critical path method. We have discussed in detail in my network diagram video. The critical path method is used to produce and find out the longest duration of the critical path, and that is the actual duration of the project. We use project management softwares to manage our project activities. We use resource optimization and leads and lags along with the schedule compression. These three tools and techniques I have discussed in my previous video, that is develop schedule. If you have any confusion, you can watch that video as well. So let's discuss the outputs. The first of the four output is work performance information. Do you remember? In inputs you take work performance data, that is raw material for instance, and then based on that data you compile your work into work performance information. It tells you how the project is performing against the baseline. For example, is the project ahead of schedule or on target, within budget? This information is then communicated to stakeholders as a status update. A schedule forecast is a method used to see how the project will perform in future without any changes. This totally depends on earned value management. For instance, let's say your project is behind by 1 day. You can predict how far behind the schedule will be at completion if nothing changes. Next is change request. The key output of any monitoring and controlling process is change request. So the last two outputs are project management updates and project document updates. As you can tell, this is a critical process to learn and to perform. It's important to understand the variances in a schedule and make adjustments early and often in order to stay on target. So this is all about control schedule. The purpose of control schedule is to keep your project on track, and the main tool and technique we use is called earned value management. Either it is cost or schedule. We manage scope, time, cost through earned value management. So I will upload my video on earned value management and you will learn many things in that video. Till then, goodbye, take care.